Welcome back, fight fans. Welcome back. Let's just dig right into it. Deontay Wilder has now declared, according to Michael Benson, that he'd rather face Anthony Joshua next than Tyson Fury after his next fight, which most people expect to be Dominic Breazeale on May 18th. Deontay Wilder said that the AJ bout is easier to make if they swallow their pride, and he gives him what he wants. Now, let's just be honest and unbiased when we break down what Deontay Wilder said and what's going on with the situation. Now, he's basically saying that he'd much rather face Anthony Joshua instead of Tyson Fury at this point because he felt burned by Tyson's Fury. He's been ducking Anthony Joshua for a long time now. So this statement comes with a grain of salt. If you really look at the statement in its totality, he's somewhat saying that he'd rather face Anthony Joshua, but if it's easy to make if they swallow their pride and give him what he wants. Now, if he's thinking that these guys need to give him 50% and swallow their pride, he's a complete idiot because he doesn't deserve 50%. Anthony Joshua is the biggest global star in the world. Anthony Joshua is a huge draw. He's basically broke a major gate record when he, at Madison Square Garden, and he's fighting big baby Jarrell Miller. He sells 80,000 tickets in the UK. Why would he need to give Deontay Wilder 50-50 split? The fact that they're offering him 60-40 is amazing to me when Deontay Wilder is worth nowhere near that. But the funny thing about all this is, without Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury, does he have a pay-per-view? And my answer is absolutely not, because who else can he get on a pay-per-view with? There's a slight chance that a Dillian White could be a possibility, but would he take the Dillian White fight? Because risk versus reward, he doesn't want to lose to Dillian White, who he views as less than. I believe Dillian White would give him all kinds of problems, trouble, and I think that I would favor Dillian White in that fight. You have to be honest and unbiased when you look at everything, and the truth of the matter is, even though Deontay Wilder is stating that he would rather face Anthony Joshua next, that doesn't mean he will face Anthony Joshua next after he takes on Dominic Breazeale, which is the likely opponent. Because if you look at it like this, is that Deontay Wilder still wants to fight Tyson Fury. He's just in his feelings. He's just caught up in the emotion of the whole situation, and he's still making an outrageous demand. You have to look at it like this. The fact that he stated that, if they give in and give him what he wants. So you want to use the fact that you're backed into a corner, that the fact that you have no major fights, and you want to use that to your advantage to try to squirm out 50% away from Anthony Joshua, the clear A side, the guy with all the belts, the guy with the best resume, and the guy who's the biggest global star. There's no other way to put it than Deontay Wilder is completely and 100% delusional and crazy if he thinks that he deserves 50-50. And I hope Anthony Joshua does not give him 50-50. He's not worthy of 50-50. It would be an enormous waste to do that. In my opinion, Deontay Wilder, lost to Tyson Fury in their last bout. So if we're being honest in this, that Deontay Wilder is basically a paper champion at this point. Wilder's a one-trick pony who only has a right hand, but that right hand keeps him in all his fights, so he always has an opportunity to win because of it. But he's also a huge liability and risk to lose any fight because that's all he has. And if any fighter's able to get around it or get to him before he can land, then they can ultimately beat Deontay Wilder. That's the game plan for any opponent from this point on out. Tyson Fury laid the blueprint, and you see multiple fighters who've had success against Deontay Wilder, less than fighters. So the fact that Deontay Wilder, who's notoriously known as the bum slayer, has the nerve to think that he deserved 50-50 with Anthony Joshua is ludicrous. And this may look like Deontay Wilder is going to entertain an Anthony Joshua fighter negotiation, but the fact that he's asking these guys to swallow their pride and give him what he wants means that he's still going to be unrealistic in negotiations. He's still making unrealistic demands, and ultimately he's still pricing himself out of the fight because he does not really want to fight Anthony Joshua. Do not be fooled. But once again, unbiased as always, it's the IBFP. Please share, like, and you must absolutely subscribe.